Welcome to another Mock Talk. I am on my way to my first of 3 half marathons. I'm hoping to get done between now and June. Driving up to Texarkana, doing the Run the Line half marathon on Sunday. Got about a 6-hour drive in front of me. And just wanted to share a couple things as I'm on my way and maybe encourage you a little bit. Just yesterday, as I did my last run of my training, I just thought back to all the training I've done over the last 12 weeks. And, it just really hit me because, I've looked at Nick Saban's stuff for quite a while and what he did at the University of Alabama and the way that he did things and just how process-oriented, he was in his thinking and his coaching. And, I've tried to do that myself. But I hate losing, and so that's not all. I struggle with that sometimes, and keeping my eyes on the process and just focusing on one play at a time and trying to get better and those kinds of things. But going through this training has really taught me a lot about process-oriented thinking, and it's been really good. And just as I've talked about throughout this year, 2025, about making each day your masterpiece and how important that is, and if you just do that and then stack those things on top of each other, then a lot of stuff is just going to take care of itself. And, obviously I'll find out on Sunday if all this training and all the things that I've been reading and learning and all that kind of stuff are going to pay off, and I trust that they will. And I have no regrets. Like, I'm not looking back and sitting there going, man, I'm not prepared. I feel like I'm prepared. There's some tweaks I want to make on my training going forward, I think, that I've learned along the way. But, you kind of get to the point where, it's game time, and you gotta dance with who you brought. You gotta go, you gotta roll with what you got. And that's where I'm at right now. So don't get me wrong, there's some adjustments that I want to make and those kinds of things going forward. But, if you just focus on the process, the results will take care of itself. In fact, Deepak Chopra said, if you focus on success, you'll have stress. If you pursue excellence, success is guaranteed. And that's what I've tried to do. So I want to encourage you to, whatever it is you're pursuing, whatever your goals are, if it's from an athletic standpoint, just making each practice your masterpiece and, focusing on each drill and doing each thing to the best of your ability and looking for opportunities to get better and strive to be the best that you can possibly be, and just focus on that process. And then when you get in your games, your confidence is going to come from your preparation and what you've done up to that point to get ready for that. And so just focus on that process. And then when you're in the game, taking things one play at a time, and having that mindset of what's important now. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to have things that aren't going to go perfect. And you got to have a short memory, and you got to keep plodding ahead. And, I'm going to do the same thing on Sunday. I'm going to break things down in the race to, 1 mile at a time, and, my splits and my times and what I'm doing, and, the runners around me, and, and then I'll take in all the other factors that are going in, when I'm going uphill, or, whenever the wind's blowing, because it's supposed to be cold and a cold front's coming through tomorrow. So, I'll take all those factors into case, and I'll just focus on the process of taking one step at a time as I'm running, and, trying to get the best time that I can possibly get. And the same thing's true in life, in your job or whatever it is you're pursuing. Those goals is, focusing on the process and making each day your masterpiece, and just taking things one thing at a time, and focus on being the best you can at that stuff. And then, the results and those things a lot of times will just take care of themselves. So just want to encourage you with that. Perfectly, I got safe travels ahead of me, and I'll keep you updated throughout the weekend on little things. Got lots of books with me to read, and just going to rest and get hydrated and get the food in me that I need to get going, and just get my mind ready and get ready for this race. So thanks for listening, and always remember that God's grace is sufficient.